Meghan Markle's sister Samantha has offered her an olive branch, saying she wants to resolve their conflict. The Duchess of Sussex hasn't spoken to her family in several years, with her dad Thomas missing his daughter's wedding to Prince Harry in 2018, and it is believed she last spoke to him days before. Meanwhile, Samantha, 57, claims she last spoke to her sister when she landed her role on Suits as paralegal Rachel Zane back in 2011. Despite no longer speaking to her siblings and father, Samantha has now spoken out to say she would be open to resolving their long-running feud. Speaking exclusively from her home, Samantha said, "Harry and Meghan are always saying people have a voice and they should be heard. That includes your family, but that also means if you're a humanitarian and you think your family should be heard, you don't disrespect your family, you don't ice them, you don't silence them. If you're a humanitarian and a compassionate person and all these things you claim to be, you listen to your family and you try to think, what do we need to do to have a meeting of the minds? Let's resolve conflicts, let's be adults about this, and let's show that we are bigger people." Samantha continued, "Be the change you want to see in the world. If you want good change in the world where people are considerate and loving and they have open communication, then you have to role model that, and you have to be the bigger person. You have to step forward and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I said those things that weren't true, they were hurtful." Family were responding to being attacked by PR, and family said things, and family were being honest. We were saying things that were true when we were being attacked, and the lies about us, and those lies were put forth by her. The author, who holds an MA in counselling, added, "So the only way she can really fix things is, there should be some sort of public statement. They could say, we've all said some hurtful things, I'd like to apologize and make things better." Samantha believes that it would have taken Meghan 5 minutes to reach out, and it would have put her in a favourable public light. However, Samantha believes that Meghan and Harry cannot make a full return to the UK, explaining, "I can't speak for the British people, but from what I've heard, the pulse of the people is not likely. Their actions against the royal family and the racial mudslinging that took place in the media was so hurtful and egregious that you can take back the spoken word. There are some things that you can forgive, but it seems to be an ongoing thing. You might be able to forgive, but you don't forget, and it makes that inability to forget makes things very awkward, and they can never be as cozy as they once were." In other news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are cynically toying with the emotions of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Charles, an insider alleges. "I think the Queen and Prince Charles have missed them hugely, and therefore, Harry and Meghan could wrap them around their little fingers and use them for commercial use as they have done before," royal biographer Andrea Levin told Good Morning Britain viewers Friday. The Sussexes met stealthily with Prince Charles on Thursday, followed by what was described as a much calmer meeting with the Queen, while on their way to the Invictus Games in the Netherlands. The meetings with Prince Harry's father and grandmother were the first in 2 years for the couple, who now live in California and who have been criticized internationally for inspiring a nasty royal spat over the past year. Harry bashed his father during a tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021, in which he claimed Charles had cut him off financially. The rift between the couple and members of the royal family grew deeper last month, when Harry hastily announced he would not return to England for March 29 memorial services for Prince Philip, the Queen's husband and his grandfather, who died last year. The pair's efforts to reach out likely have something to do with not turning up at Prince Philip's memorial service and finding out from that what the reaction to that was. "It was very bad, and they can't afford to lose that publicity," Levin said. Majesty magazine editor-in-chief Ingrid Seward added, "They basically need the Queen's fairy dust, if you like, for their brand." Levin said the bad PR has even had a ripple effect on Harry and Meghan's relationships with the crowned heads of Europe, aside from within their own family. The King and Queen of Holland most unusually did not invite the couple to dine or stay with them during their visit this weekend, she noted.